Sky Squad, we are back in the building, baby. We are back in the building, and we got to talk about Basketball Wives, season 10, episode 8. Your boy just got done watching it. Oh, annoyed, man. I am annoyed, but we about to get all up into this nitty gritty right up in here, okay? Now, before we actually get into the episode, y'all know how sometimes we get a little tea, okay? And from a little tea, I mean, we're going to talk about the BBWT Inc. Head on over there after every episode of Basketball Wives so you can get the real tea because the girls be going off on the Twitter and the Instagram, okay? And so we're going to go over that first. Then we're going to go over the episode, okay? So just bear with me for one quick second because we got to talk about a couple of things that, add to my annoyance, okay? Welcome back, y'all. Again, if you are in the chatterization, let us know where you are watching from, and then we're going to get into the ponderosa of it all right now. So the first thing that we need to talk about is some tweets from Nia from last night. Basically, she says that's not true. I don't know what she's talking about beforehand, but she says Duffy sent me a text saying she was told not to invite me and she wanted me to come. I didn't come because you're not going to play me on camera, then off camera be nice. So to me, this is what goes into the fakery of the show for me, okay? The fakery of the show for me. I don't like when things become production manipulated on these types of shows. For me, I feel like this. You know what? Production, stay out of it. If ain't nothing happening, ain't nothing happening. Bottom line. But in order to make some conflict happen, if you're going to go allegedly, let me put this down here at the bottom. If you're going to go allegedly tell a cast member to disinvite somebody to try to incorporate some chaos and confusion into the mix, then this ain't the show. This ain't it. This ain't it, sis. Quit. Okay? This ain't it, bro. Quit. Like, that's just the end of it. Okay? If ain't nothing happening, ain't nothing happening. That tells me that you ain't got the casting right. Okay? That's number one. All right? That's number one. I don't like that type of stuff. Okay? So let me take it back. And again, shout out to the BBWT Inc. Make sure you guys check them out. And so then Nia says, first off, it wasn't Duffy's house. The producer on the show let us film in the house from his friend. We all stayed in hotels, so she can't put no one out of nowhere. Y'all ain't even stay in the house? Man, you know what? Y'all, let's just go ahead and quit. Okay, let's just go ahead and quit Basketball Wives right now. If I got to, oh Lord, man, Lord have mercy on me. Here's the thing. I like a good reality TV show that's based on what's actually happening, right? So this is tough for me because if I could turn on College Hill on BET Plus, and I can see Nene and I can see Dream Doll and Ray J and Stacey Dash in rooms together, okay? Whether they sleeping in the same rooms, they got a roommate or not. Y'all can do this for a cash trip. I know how much it costs to rent Airbnbs. They ain't that much, okay? Especially in lieu of what y'all got to work with for production. Y'all staying in hotels? Get out of here. Get out of here. Get on up out of here. So then Nia says, then she told me when we went to dinner a week after the trip that she didn't know I was going to announce in the kitchen in front of the group that what she texted me, that she's clever and she came up with a good response after I let everyone know she invited me. Clownery for a show, baby. Clownery for a show, okay? Another little bit of information. Brooke says that it was champagne in a plastic cup that she threw, and she felt as though the sisters were antagonizing her. That was better than her getting physical. And then she says editing. But actually, nobody was talking to Brooke. Really, And truthfully, Brooke inserted herself into that situation, and we'll talk about it in just a second. Then she says this is Brooke. Also, it's a show for entertainment, yes. And if you get a moment, you should carry it. That's not being thirsty or looking for attention. That's doing your job. If you're mute the entire show and get a moment, use it. Then she says, I was trying to help cast with no voice to step their game up. They dropped the ball. They talk more on the internet than the entire season. Then guys, what? Never been a bully in my life, never will be. I naturally talk aggressive. Either talk that ish back or get your soft butt the F on. See, I don't like these these statements about how it's a show, and if you get a moment, carry it, do your job. I'm helping out cast without a voice to step their game up. To me, this falls in line with everything that I've been saying to y'all about, what I hate about what's happening with reality TV right now, and that's people getting on these shows and then they make up these storylines and they make these situations go around, and then they think that we, the audience, are stupid, okay? And then we don't want to watch the show no more because you can't even, first of all, you can't even just let the storyline play out. You got to tell us it's a story now. Oh, okay. Thank you for walking us through it, Brooke. We so appreciate you letting us know exactly what's going on behind the scenes. If I was production, I would fire all of them, okay, at this point. All of them would be fired. And then I would fire production. Production needs to be fired, okay? Not even joking around. Not even joking around on this one. So Brooke says, bees get more attention online than on TV. I get paid for this. Y'all doing it for free. Thank you for your services. So I guess the sisters is either fired or didn't get paid at all for their time on the show, which makes this even crazier. So then Brooke and Nia going back and forth. Brooke says, bitch. Listen, they got me accidentally cursing, okay? That's when you know I'm mad. Y'all know how I feel about the curse words, okay? Don't even like to say them. But I'm so annoyed, I can't even get my thoughts right, okay? That's how annoyed I am. Anyway, she talking about the sister baking and doing the nasty for a living. She says, leave me alone. I can send you somewhere to slang those cheesecakes, okay? So Nia calls her a ratchet gutter rat. You own your husband, wouldn't even sleep with you. You talking about how you bagged up last season. Go home, get that orangutan cootie popping to pay your bills. Oh, they say that thing a little tangy too. So Summer's Eve's it up. I gave you a storyline. You tried to attach yourself to me as much as you could. So thank me for your moment, ma'am. I broke you back from the dead because you've been dead 10 years. Old Punani couldn't keep a husband less than 5 years. Poor you. Okay. Now I can't find the I can't remember what I had seen the post where Brooke is talking about one of the husbands sleeping with the people in the Philippines. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna find it real quick. I'm gonna find it because Brooke talking about one of the husbands sleeping with the peoples in the Philippines. It's probably on. It might be on the. Let me find it on the Twitter because I know I seen it. And I'm just gonna find it. Give me 1 second, y'all. Talking about the man was sleep, and I felt like she was talking about the man was sleeping with the boys. I don't know. Oh, see, now I think they might have deleted that one. I'm about to find it though. Yes, I am. Because once you post it, I can find it. I might have to find it later because I don't feel like it right now. Because let me see if it's up in here. Oh, okay, I found it. Hang on. Y'all know when I'm on a roll, we're gonna have to go ahead and get into it, and then I'm gonna get into the episode. And I appreciate y'all patience with me while I find the tea because I know I had seen it and I had saved it someplace. And I just want to give it to y'all real quick to let y'all know how crazy things have gotten. Okay. Okay. Here it go. Let me pull it up. No, that ain't it right there. It's right here. Now, I'm gonna put these links in the description, okay, so you guys can see it for yourself. All right. In case you don't believe what you're seeing on the screen, Brooke tweeted allegedly, one of the sisters been selling punani, and the other one just got her husband back after he was out effing the other people in the Philippines in the city. Okay. Oh, I can't find that other one. Okay. But if I find that other one, baby, ooh, I said, now what is going on here? Y'all bringing more drama to the Twitter than y'all are on the episode in which you are being paid. Okay, in which you are being paid. All right. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and get into it because I done gave y'all enough of the tea surrounding the episode. Let me go ahead and tell you what I'm mad at about the episode itself. Now, first things first, if you happen to see the episode, go ahead and write in the chatterization what you were rated on a scale of 1 to 10. On the scale of 1 to 10, I was going to give it a 9. Okay. Truth be told, I was going to give it a 9. But you know what? Now I'm going to give it a 7. I got to take away 2 points for all the fakery in the episode. Number 1, y'all ain't staying in the house. Number 2, Duffy was allegedly told to disinvite the sister. Then we get a word that, oh, that wasn't how the scene was supposed to go. You wasn't supposed to announce to the group that you still invited me. Like, what? What? The best thing that came out of this episode was the fact that Malaysia and Brandy made up in a tearful apology. Okay. For real. For real. And the fact that French Montana was on the episode in case you like him. Okay. Boom. I don't like it, Brandy. I don't like it. I don't like feeling like I'm being like this. I mean, like I'm being tricked. You know what I'm saying? That really burns my biscuits. All right. And a lot of times I be thinking, I don't like to do a lot of interviews, right? Because there are genuinely people I kind of want to talk to. And there were certain people on the show that I had wanted to talk to because there were certain things that I wanted to ask, and if I have my curiosity, but now I'm like, I don't even want to ask no questions. What do I want to ask for if I know it's all fake? But I'm gonna give y'all this review because I said I would. Okay. All right. So I gave it a 7. So the ladies land in Vegas. Duffy states that she knows there's tension between some of the ladies in the group, but she hopes that they have so much fun that they don't remember it. And I'm like, do you really hope they have that much fun? Because it feels like to me, you are a part of the problem. Okay. Angel is feeling a bit nervous about being around Nia, but Jackie got something special planned and she wants to take them to the desert to meet up with some horny camels for at the safari out in the desert. Okay. The camels are literally foaming at the mouth, okay? And Jackie got the bloat in the mouth with the one that's foaming the most, all right? I don't know. Angel hangs back with Malaysia, and she reveals that she's still upset about the Nia situation. Let me tell you, if the most exciting thing that has occurred on this show is Nia and this silly this silly IG story, we really need to start over, okay? We need to start over because now I can probably guarantee you ain't nobody really mad about this IG post. And to be quite honest with you, I would not be shocked if production in some way, shape, or form encouraged her to make that post so that some type of drama can get kicked off because won't nothing happening, okay? Now, it would not surprise me if that was the case. And if it did happen, I feel like that was a rookie move because the sisters should have known if they were encouraged by production to do it, that they were going to be the targets, okay? And they have made themselves the target, unfortunately. Now, Somebody said in the chat that they are not twins. No, the sisters are not twins. And I actually like the sisters. I do. But I do feel like it was a rookie mistake, because what ends up happening is the sisters are the two expendable people in this situation. Okay? Because as we noticed, they are not in the opening credits. They are not in the promotions for the show. So the sisters should have known that they were expendable to production. Meaning, if the group chose to ice them out at any point in time for the sake of drama, which typically happens with friends of the show these days, as you guys will notice on a lot of shows, it is the people who are not the main cast members who are often causing a lot of the drama, because production has this idea that those people will want to be included in the show at any and every cost. So they will do what needs to be done in order to get the party started. And that's why I say this is a rookie move on the twins. Oh, not the twins, my bad. Y'all got me calling them twins too. The sisters' parts, okay? And they don't fit into the group because the girls don't want them to fit into the group. They was never intended to fit into the group. Okay? Especially if you're not being paid. Now, if Brooke is correct about that and the girls are not even being paid, no, okay? Absolutely not. Meanwhile, Malaysia asked Angel, well, girl, are you mad at Nia or are you mad at the situation? But before they can finish that conversation, everybody gets back on the bus. They go to dinner, and Brooke is like, well, what was y'all talking about on the bus? So Angel reveals they were talking about what happened with Nia. Nia apologizes and said that she will show Angel that it's not her personality, but Angel, for some reason, does not feel it, okay? Now, Nia, because she says that Nia tried to clown her to her man. And Nia says, well, the only reason that I said anything to your man was because Duffy went and got your man and I felt ganged up on. So Duffy then defends her decision because she feels like, it would be better for me to go get Rockstar than for me to go get Angel, who is pregnant. So they start going at it, and Duffy gets up and she's, getting rah-rah with Nia or whatever, who is really kind of sitting there calmly. All right. And so then Jennifer tries to intervene and says she had a conversation with Nia to let her know the situation was wrong and she realized it or whatever. Duffy, Angel, and British feel like the apology coming from Nia is not genuine because she mentioned bringing Rockstar into it. And I'm like, the only reason she mentioned bringing Rockstar into it really was because Angel mentioned Rockstar. But anyway, you can see off to the side, Naria, the other sister, is getting fed up with how the girls are treating her sister. So Duffy has to go to sound check, and she's going to take British with her. For somebody who wants everybody to have so much fun, Duffy sure is involved in this situation. And she sure is mad enough for Angel brings. Like, she's madder in this situation than Angel is. But in my mind, I was thinking to myself, well, what happened to all of that energy when Rockstar was claiming that he was going to air you out and break up your marriage? Like, you got over that real quick, but you mad about this girl's, granted, the Instagram post was in poor taste, but you mad about that, okay? And you mad about the girl saying that you went and got Rockstar? I mean, but that's what you did. So for me, I feel like if you can easily get over Rockstar threatening to air out your marriage, air you out and destroy your marriage, you should really be able to easily get over this situation because it honestly has absolutely nothing to do with you, to me, okay? So we getting buck for what? Because y'all know that these sisters are expendable and y'all can take out the drama on them. And if y'all need to ice them out, y'all can, okay? So Nia walks off, and then Naria asks Angel to come talk to her. The sisters feel like Duffy and Brooke are being mean girls. Angel basically says that that energy should be directed towards them, and she's right, but she just wants some respect. She can put everything behind her, but she don't really trust the sisters. And again, I wonder where was all this heat for Rockstar that Duffy has, but whatever. Okay. Anyway, the ladies get to the house that Duffy allegedly got for them, okay? Now we know they wasn't even staying there. They was just taking a tour, okay, occupying space, having a sit-in, okay. Angel tells them that Brooke wants to know what Angel and the sisters talked about because Brooke is all up in it and invested for some reason. For somebody who didn't even really know Angel Brinks before, Brooke is really heavily invested in this situation for some reason, and I have no idea why. Anyway, Angel lets them know that, the sister said that Brooke and Duffy are mean girls. And everybody says that there's repercussions to saying slick stuff out of their mouths. And then Brooke says it's no big deal. If it was no big deal, Brooke, you would have let it go. Okay. Anyway, Angel is not going to the club because her ankles is swollen. And it might have been from all of her earrings and diamond nails weighing her down. But whatever. Duffy goes to meet with her manager in French, and she basically ends up asking French, French, can you do a song with me? Pretty much. French says yes. Boom. I will say that the storyline that I am actually interested in is Duffy's DJ career and how that progresses as she goes into this, sort of DJ Khaled, type of vibe. Thank you so much for the super chat. JMW says, walking around talking about good morning. Right. Who y'all trying to fool? Who are y'all trying to fool? Okay. Because now we know the truth that y'all ain't even staying there. Y'all are not even staying there. Okay. JMW also says, finally, Jackie ain't in the mix. Okay. Maybe Jackie needs to be in the mix because if she was, it might feel a little more authentic than what we are getting right now. Okay. So anyway, the girls get back to the mansion. Then Duffy calls and she don't want Nia to come to the event. This is where we get this notion that possibly production had called and said, hey girl, disinvite her from the event. And Duffy did exactly as she was told. Okay. And so she don't want the bad energy. And Nia just lets it go and says, we'll talk about it tomorrow. And everybody sits around awkwardly. Now knowing that it was likely production that called her, allegedly, I just kind of feel like, what am I even watching this for? That is the question that I'm asking myself right now. But whatever. Okay, we here. Since we here together, let's continue. All right. Let's you know what? Since we're here together, let's all play make-believe. Okay, that's what we'll do for the rest of this time that we're talking about. We're all going to play make-believe. This is what we're doing. It's going to be a great show, guys. Let's dive in. Okay. So anyway, apparently only British, Brandy, and Brooke made it out because they was partying until the early morning. And let me tell you something. I went to the club this weekend while I was out in LA. And let me tell you, I felt so out of place. Now, the first time I went on Friday night, then I went on Saturday night. Now, Friday night was a little bit better, okay? Because we still got in kind of early, okay? And I actually felt like I was tipsy. Now, Saturday night, I wasn't tipsy, and perhaps that's why I wasn't, really that into it. But I felt so out of place because I just felt like it's late, and I would prefer to be in the bed. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I digress. So I wouldn't have been able to go to that club either. Although I might have gone because I was going to be in the VIP and probably, hanging out with French Montana and the people, but maybe not because I still don't want to be up to the crack of dawn. But that's just me. Okay. Maybe I'm stiff. I don't know. So anyway, Duffy decides she's going to keep DJing. Okay. Make believe. Anyway, Jackie and Malaysia hang out at the pool. Jackie ends up, confessing that, she really is struggling in her marriage because Doug is traveling so much. Malaysia really wants to have a good time with the people, and she's even open to making up with Brandy. Everybody converges in the kitchen after they done left their hotel. Like, what kind of cockamamie? Okay. So everybody comes downstairs, okay? They left the bedroom. They get downstairs and they just chilling, hanging out, okay? They just chilling and hanging out, all right? And Brandy says that Jackie is the only person she knows that had a vow renewal that didn't get separated or divorced right after. So Jackie has an announcement. Hello, guys. I have the mic, okay? She reveals that she's hurting because Doug is coaching so much. And now he's gone a lot, and she just, she's on her own now. So Brooke says she likes the softer side of Jackie. We'll see how long that lasts, because once the sisters are gone, they're going to need to have some drama with somebody else. Anyway, Malaysia then reveals that she's been in her shell, and she opens up to the group about things not going well in her life. And then she offers a heartfelt apology for being a bad friend to Brandy. Brandy gets emotional and says, I don't understand why you were not around when her father passed. Yet again, Malaysia says, listen, girl, I just don't want to put my stuff on you. About the only three situations that I feel like I believe on this show are the fact that Jackie is experiencing being alone a bit more because Doug is traveling a lot. I feel like Malaysia is really having these issues because Malaysia's energy just seems very down, okay? And I think it explains how she's kind of been on a somewhat downward energy spiral for the last several seasons. And I do believe that the situation is weighing heavily on her. I do believe that Brandy is still suffering from the loss of her father. These are the three situations that I firmly believe are actually happening. And I would prefer, if we cannot focus on those situations, okay, the realities of those situations, then let's just either cancel the show altogether, okay, or I don't know what to do, because these manufactured dramatic situations, to me, it ain't it no more, okay? It ain't it, because now I don't know what to believe, okay? Anyway, they give each other a warm embrace, okay? A tearful, warm embrace. And that was, again, probably one of the most real moments that I felt in this episode, especially knowing what I know now. Anyway, so then Nia and Naria arrive, and the energy just drops, okay? Duffy then rolls in, and she announces that she's going to keep DJing. Naria is like, well, I'm glad y'all had fun. So that's when we find out that Duffy sent a text to the sisters allowing them to come to the club, and Duffy makes up some reason that she was just like, I don't want to be mean and I didn't want to ruin the night. But Naria is like, well, girl, what did I personally do to you? So here's what I think also happened. Everybody else is getting the notes, but the sisters, again, because the sisters are expendable. The sisters are going to be the target, okay? And again, because they are expendable, it doesn't really matter what the rest of the ladies do to the sisters, okay? And production has to know this. So anyway, Duffy doesn't even remember what she said to Naria. Nia chimes in, well, you disinvited us. And then Duffy is like, well, here y'all go tag teaming again. And Naria is like, girl, you didn't answer my question. Okay, what did I do to you? So Duffy then says that she only disinvited Nia because she expected that if you are a real sister, you wouldn't go anyway. And see, this is how you know that Duffy, I don't think, really thought this all the way through, because she really couldn't have been expecting the sisters to bring up the fact that she actually texted them to go, okay? And so now she's got to make up some reason for why she can't. It almost feels like she can't even come to the correct conclusion about what her actual issue is with Naria, because she has to end up diverting back to the IG story that Nia posted about Angel's baby gender reveal, okay? Which is tired and played out now because the woman has apologized, okay? She's apologized to the person in question. And to be quite honest with you, Angel was not even interested. Angel probably shouldn't even be on this trip. Low key, okay? Because the woman is expecting, and y'all are putting her in precarious situations, throwing glass and whatnot. But I digress, because we ain't got there yet, okay? Maybe I progress or I regress. I went in another direction. Meanwhile, Naria feels like the girls are very cliquish. Duffy says, it's my house. Girl, no, it's not. If you don't stop it, my trip is production's trip, girl, okay? And if you don't like my clique, you can go. We're going to talk about this clique in 1 second. Nia says, I'm not going anywhere. This ain't your this ain't your house. And so I'm going to stand right here and I'm going to twerk if I want to, okay? I'm not really mad at the sisters at this point because I feel like they have been coming at them left and right. And so I feel like at this point, let loose and let have, sisters. Y'all ain't get the notes anyway, so y'all might as well act up as much as you want to, especially if you're not being paid. I would eat up all the food and drink up all the champagne too if I was you at this point. If you're going to fly a private jet, okay? I would be shocked that they was really on a private jet, okay? And really, it was just a moving van. I really don't know, okay? So anyway, Naria says that it's real high school-ish. And then Brooke, she chimes in and says, if it feels like high school, it's because you not in the clique and you mad. And in my notes, I wrote, Brooke, you just got back in the clique. Actually, you was only in the clique once, okay? You were in the clique once, and it was years ago. It was years ago. And I like Brooke, okay? Brooke, I mean, she's, the woman is beautiful, okay? But girl, you just stepped back in front of a camera, okay? So it's don't try to make it seem like this clique y'all got is so strong, because otherwise it will be known as the reject clique. No shade, okay? That is no shade. I'm sure you lived a wonderful, beautiful life, and I'm very happy for you because you came back on the scene looking exactly the same, okay? She's probably one of the people that ain't changed. She still looks as young as she looked back in the day, okay? But at the end of the day, fact check, people, you just got back, okay? So let's not try to make it seem like y'all are this amazing clique. The only clique should be Jackie and Malaysia and Jennifer, okay? Let's keep it for real, 100%. And perhaps Brandy, because she was on more than one season. Let's keep that for real too, okay? So what clique you talking about? One and dones? Girl. So anyway, Brooke goes in about it being a hard no for the sisters, and then Naria's like, well, it's a hard no then, okay? In my mind, low-key, Naria is the right sister to play with, okay? Because I feel like she's the more rowdy sister, and I kind of like it because she's also seemingly the more quiet sister. But when it's time to get buck, okay, she gets buck very easily, and I ain't mad at it, okay? I'm not mad at it at this point because I do feel like they are unfairly targeting these girls, okay? I don't feel like they belong, but I also don't feel like it's right that they keep targeting them like this. I also don't feel like it was right that Nia posted that IG story, but it ain't really that big of a deal no more. The issue is for Angel to deal with, and if she cool with it, let it rock, all right? But anyway, Duffy goes in and says, well, if you don't want to be here, then leave. Leave my house. My house. Oh God, she said my house. Anyway. So anyway, Duffy then walks herself around the table and Brandy gets in between them. See, Brandy, here's another note. Stay out of situations that you don't belong in and you won't get cut, okay? Bottom line. So anyway, as Duffy walks around the table, Naria does not get up out of her seat. Now that's when you know you're a bad bee right there. If somebody's running up on you and you don't move and you sit there with your legs crossed, I am only to expect that you are easily able to defend yourself from a sitting position, okay? So Duffy's screaming at them to leave, and Naria is like, move me, woman. Because they know it ain't your house, girl. This is production's house. You ain't even sleeping here. I wish she had said it in the scene. Because I let me tell you something. I would have been through, okay? She probably did, and they cut it. Anyway. Duffy then tosses a paper plate at her. So Naria tosses a piece of fruit back. So then Duffy reaches for a cup, and then Naria grabs a bottle of water. And Brandy is in the middle of them, warning Naria, don't throw that water at me. And Naria's like, well, that girl got a cup in her hand, okay? For some reason, okay, Brooke off to the side tosses the water, the champagne glass through, okay, and splashes the sisters with the champagne, okay, wasting good liquor. All right. And so then one of the sisters in the melee, okay, as the producers or the security guards come running around, all right, they grabbing the sisters, yanking them up, but I see one of the sisters grab a wine glass, okay, up off the table, and you can't see it because they production flashes real quick, and I had to do a slow-mo on it. That's what took me so long, y'all. I had to watch that slow-mo, and the sister tossed that glass across the thing, and Brandy end up, somebody get cut, okay, and we get the to be continued, okay. But it all really happened. It all really happened, guys. It really did. In Duffy's house. Well, that was the episode. And that's all I got for y'all today. I am leaving you thoroughly frustrated, annoyed, disappointed, dismayed, bamboozled. I feel as though I've been tricked. It's a sham. It's fake. It's phony, fraudulent, manufactured. And yeah. I'm gonna keep trying to review this show. Okay. But it's hard. Okay. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. You know what I remember? I remember that from last year. She would release all. I wish somebody would do that this year. But that's probably why they didn't invite her back this year. Okay. Because she had released the audio tapes. But she said, you know what, y'all won't get me. Okay. I'm gonna leave y'all with this note right here. Okay. Is this the Todd scheme to set up? That's the good question. I guess we'll have to wait until next episode. Listen, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me on this journey of production mayhem, and I will catch y'all in the next video.